Get me to run around helping them do all this evil shit. Whoop some ass, that's what I'm gonna do. Where the hell is Thirst? What's up, Shell? Ain't all you to be stomping around scheming. Okay, where should I begin? The university put Lizzie's brother in a giant vat of primordial ooze to torture him into opening portals for him, convincing the other dumb witches to building a facility dedicated to shipping ooze out of the goddamn air. Which, by the way, is in the air thanks to a goddamn storage screw up on their part, and rather than evacuate to New England, they let people get mutated in order to study them. And to top it all off, they got a guy in New Orleans kidnapping people and stealing ooze out of their goddamn brains with a giant goofy ass syringe. So I'm gonna punch a face! Child, just calm yourself down, sit down and I'll explain before you get yourself shot. F that! I won't answer, tend to punch a face. Charlotte, you got arms like a noodle and you never thrown a punch in life. I'll give you some answers if you give me a second. Fine. Lead the way. Look, I hate this stuff as much as you do. That's why I came working for them, because I figured I could change it from the inside. Kinda done my part, I guess. These parts see witchcraft with amateur hour compared to their occult science. But when I saw what they were doing with primordial ooze, Charlotte, that stuff is amazing. Like, second renaissance of humanity amazing. And that's why I put up a good word for you, because that was the only explanation for your eyes. Whenever you make someone forget something, or make them develop a night twitch, or blow up a cat, you're messing with the ooze in their heads. I know there's no excuse for what the Miskatonic's done, but they're on the brink of something incredible, and you should be key on all of it. Think about it. Rather than helping a few people around town, you could help all of humanity. Isn't that what a cult's all about? Helping people? Well, don't say it all at once. Are you fucking serious? Tens of thousands of people across New England, Roman, mutated. And you call that helping people? Kidnapping people and stealing brains, Roman. Who the hell knows what else? That ain't some hard sacrifice bullshit. That is straight up evil. Humans are supposed to be the good guys. There's enough monsters out here already. What the fuck are you talking about? Child, please, it's for the greater good. There it is, the greater good. Roman, I'm going to find Thirst. I'm going to stick my entire foot up his ass until he shuts this place down. Hopefully, you'll come to your senses before I have to shove my other foot up yours. She's angry. Hi, Bob. Hello, Charlotte. What can I do for you today? You can tell me where the hell Thirst is. And that explains why you put Lizzie's brother in a giant vat of goddamn primordial ooze. How about that? I speak for Dr. Valentine. In all matters, you have no authority to speak to him. As for Billy, his refusal to cooperate lead to his incineration. He refuses to bring Yasathoth into our dimension, so you fucking torture him? You are aware that he ruins universes, right? He also contains all knowledge, past, present, and future, of all dimensions and all universes within them. You understand why we could consider an asset of the learning establishment. So, rather than figuring out different, solutions, you just torture a little goat fungus thing until he does what you want? Whatever the fuck Billy is. Yes, clearly. Fine. I quit. And I'm calling the cops. I assure you, our scientific inquiries are observed and permitted on a federal international level, and you are required to give a 2 weeks' notice. Well, I'm gathering my sisters in the coven. Nothing worse than a whole bunch of pissed off witches. If you're 2 weeks, you got 2 weeks to make my sisters and me come and shut this place down, old school style. Try and stop me. Well, nothing would give a sophomore enjoyable than to gaggle naked women chanting amateur hexes out. You are contractually obligated to remain on the premises until your dismissal, and you are slightly too important to be dismissed. Oh, come on, don't be dicks. Is that? Yeah, that's him. Ooh! It's proving difficult. Her eyes seem to be linked to her emotions, and rather than any manipulative cerebral mechanism. She has to want to do it. That's a weird sentence. Torture. Largely ineffective. At least the ones we used. Electrotherapy, transdimensional contact, tarantula submersion. Tarantulas are harmless. She's a weirdo. Ape smashing rocks. Well, we figured we'd ask you to look at her, as members of the staff with at least respect for humanity. Maybe you can get her to cooperate. Cooperate with a ruiner. Cooperate with a crumbler. Your pendant for obliteration is fascinating, little quirk of the species. Fine, fine, I will make the rich girl cooperate. There are staff members between here and there that have documents on her, but they've been passing them around. Something to consider before you talk to her. Completely unnecessary, but fine. I will collect your little documents. Wait, do I control him now? I think? You have file on our latest patient, correct? Sure, boss. In the Dolver Cecil. Here you go, sir. Some good light reading. Let's see. American for name: Charlotte Effortless Strange. Height 5'6". Oh, short. Age 22. Hair black. Eyes. Nah. American French American, huh? Suspended from a member of the shop Negro Cult and Rich Coven. As a result, the subject is deeply dedicated to cult's tenets of sharing compassion with humanity. So it is generally cheerful and good-natured, though naive and easily manipulated, as subjects left the education system early to join our cult. Subjects has low intelligence and common sense compared to one's age. Ouch! So it is deeply fascinated with the cult, having become a witch at an early age, and executes a curious and inquisitive disposition to supernatural abominations that would drive other civilians insane at the sight. The subject has the ability to manipulate primordial ooze using an unknown mechanism in her eyes. The subject was brought to the attention of the university by a fellow member of a cult, one Roman Fletcher. Oh wait, I just pick one? What's one life? Sacrifice to make save a continent? A little tragic, but the return of on investment make it a foregone conclusion. And if you can justify sacrificing one, you can justify sacrificing 1,000 or 100,000. Sacrificing 49%, now 1551, no problem. I'm not entirely sure what this had to do with my studies, but I'm down here. Anyways, like Miss Teacher said, I have a bad feeling about this. Why did you get her eyes? What a waste of a fantastic mutation. What, jealous? She gets to be a moderate immunity and is stuck with sachets growing out of your back. The file, please. A tree subject sneezes, reveals her black eyes. Parents forget subject's middle name, renamed Effet. Effet, I get it. Age 5, subject getting at school. Test poorly, often found socially with muted children, inquiring about their disabilities. Age 9, subject displays a natural affinity with the cult. Seems not distressed by knowledge of monsters or entities. Subject 9, subject taken out of school to become a cultist, and then Chestnut Wicked Coven, then mother informed with abilities. Reminded to keep the Coven's affiliation with the Miskatonic a secret. Age 15, fully indoctrinated with cult ideologies of spreading peace and harmony, then mother informs the university the training of ours is going poorly. Oh, she was in on it, huh? I wonder what the universe's big project will be, once we've removed everyone's mutations. Maybe it'll focus on curing England and their cannibalism. They've had those few cannibals wandering around for months now. Bah. England's a lost cause. Canada's would be next project. Figures out where all the Yetis are coming from. Kinda makes you wonder how many affiliates the little university really has. There's gotta be independent partners all over the world, right? The papers. Sure thing, boss. Here you go. So we're indoctrinated by the affiliate Chestnut Witch Coven has fully accepted our doctrine of peace and harmony. As a result, our subject is relatively selfless, going out of their way to help others. Though initially inquisitive and curious of the occult, subjects' lack of classical education and low intentional counter ability to think critically and objectively. This could be a cause of concern during our final stages of the project. As a result, it is suggested that the subject will be gradually exposed to our criminal ooze plans by sending subjects to small false assignments. Damn it! If subjects do not understand our cause after these assignments, subjects will have to be physically coerced into working with us. Bastards! Aha. First, before we go in there, the torch didn't work. We need to be compassionate. They'll come around once we explain that we're doing it. Oh yes, I believe I have something that will... Whoa, convince her. What is that? Liquid compassion. Well, he's creepy on the coat, huh? Oh. Charlotte awoke to the sound of a distant heartbeat. The concrete beneath her was warm and moist, as though licked clean by a vast tongue. And beyond her cell door came a chorus of grasping, heavy breaths through 1,000 drooling, clenched jaws. The atmosphere was thick with sweat, and a drafty cathedral. I'm turning into that fingers guy. Cathedral ambience of the cool concrete corridors was replaced now by the unmistakable presence of flesh. Cellar fingers, what do I think about that? Oh, that's not a good... I've seen where this is going. As the door to her cell crept open, Charlotte soon discovered that she was no longer bound by those chafing leather straps, though found her fingers far too numb to think she had loosened them herself. Looking towards I'm turning into this other guy now. The light edging from the crack in the door, Charlotte noticed something fleshy and glistening retreating from her cell. Retreating from her cell? Oh, she... Creepy! Creepy! What the fuck? The air outside the whole cell was inviting, like a lover's lap, thick, palpable. It flooded Charlotte's nose and blurred her vision. Her senses transcended into an ambience of warm autumns and cigarettes at sunset, dog fur and fresh-cut grass, strawberry ice cream and sleeping late, the smell of fresh bread and new books. Her head swam with the feelings of nostalgia, belonging, and feeling loved. Is this the... Am I injected with something? Huh. It's kind of nice in here. Ew. The writing tendrils painted comforting scenes of seaside villages, quiet bars, log fires, warming countryside cottages and morning rains. Charlotte felt at home, more than she'd ever had before. An intoxicating, addictive feeling of belonging, of being wanted and cherished and loved, and it didn't make sense. But Charlotte was home, and everything was going to be okay. This place is awesome! I could just wrap myself up in these lovely tentacles. She's fucked up. Wait a minute. Nah, never mind. I want to go deeper. Feels right to go deeper. Something bad's gonna happen. Something bad's gonna happen now. The pulsing tubes of quivering meat painted yet another more portrait of Charlotte's addled mind, of a joyous loving past, of childhood milestones and wonderful achievements, of forming friendships of kindergarten, of new puppies, of school tests passed by flying colors and graduating college, mortarboard hanging in the air, of the perfect job, the perfect home, the perfect husband, of... Wait, that never happened! I did terribly at school. I never had any friends. I never had a puppy, or a job, or a boyfriend, not a husband. I left school to become a witch. And had a lot of good it did me, huh? First have a real job when you fucking adopt me and take all my stuff and throw me in here. Now even the fucking walls are laughing at me? Aww. Alright, calm down. It's gotta be a way out. Just keep going. You can't fool a depressive person. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, gonna need to blow that out. Okay, okay. There you are. I wonder when we finally may join us. Whoa. Robin, what happened to you? What do you mean us? Where is everybody? We're right here.
We're out here, Charlotte. Can't you see us? We've come to congratulate you.
Congratulate me? For what?
For saving the world.
You did it, Charlotte. You fixed everything. Well, you know, almost everything. What are you saying, Roman? Oh, come on now, Charlotte.
Don't you recognize your own handiwork?
But what? How? Oh, it was wonderful, Charlotte. We tried everything to get to use our eyes on us. Hypnosis, hallucinogen, torture. Which I voted against, but we were getting desperate. After a final round of particularly potent lysergic acid, we asked what you wanted. And it worked. You simply said that you wanted everyone to love each other, be kind to each other. And it zapped me with your eyes.
At first it was frightening to have a horrifically mutilated woman literally swallow each of us into the whole torso. But once we were absorbed, it was heaven, paradise, wonderful. We're so proud, Charlotte.
Oh. If I can keep them talking, maybe I can mute them back when they're distracted. So, what's it like? Oh, Charlotte, it's indescribable to be connected, truly connected at a synaptic level to 1,000 friends and family, sharing 1,000 secrets a minute, all our hopes and fears, all your joys and embarrassing memories. Literally your entire life bare to all to see, with everything bearing there simultaneously and forever, every sensation, physical, mental, emotional, ripping across a vast network of interconnected minds and bodies. This is gonna be interesting. Oh, wow, this is creepy!
To be separate is to be alone. To live alone, to die alone, with only a hampered language, a fleeting contact to convey your thoughts and emotions. To be connected is to be part of a living heaven.
This is not happening, is it? That little part looks like the thing from Amnesia. And this whole thing looks like a goddamn nightmare. Did you know that passage time is dictated subconsciously by the human mind? That the durations of a minute can be squeezed to a second or stretched to a decade? That's why drowning sailors see their entire lives before their eyes. Or the Miskatonic shamans spent years exploring the minds during 15-minute doses of salvia divinorum.
In 12 hours it took you to recover. We have spent a septillion years laughing at awkward memories, weeping together past tragedies, breathing carnal bliss.
That actually sounds pretty bad. But why are you not just a warped face or massive bruised meat like everyone else? Well, we needed a face for the rest of the plane. And between the emotional orgies and the, actual orgies, we had a little debate, and we decided I was the most goddessy. Goddess. The one that looks a little more like a goddess. I guess that makes sense. Wait, what plan? Expansion, of course. No. Why aren't my eyes working? What did they do to me? Charlotte, think about it. The Shishnuk Covenant was great and all, but we never were going to convince the entire world to stop being awful to each other. If we were going to absorb the human race, there'd be no more suffering, no more bigotry, no more hatred, just an eternity of quiet bliss until the sun swallows the planet. If you let us out, we can double our mass every day. With 27 days, we'll have absorbed North and South America. A quick swim across the Atlantic and we'll have the world a week later. The entire world connected, Charles. Can you imagine the great paradise? All we need is for you to build a portal down here, large enough to get us out of the sanatorium. All we need is for you to get it done, which is to build this portal down here, large enough to get us out of the sanatorium. We're not as squishy as you thought we'd be. Slightly too much bone in here. Can't fit through the exits in the Miskatonic's underground tunnels network. But what if you don't want to be absorbed? I mean, I'm literally your first customer. I'm not feeling the sales pitch. Well, of course you're on the fence, Charlotte. You're a chestnut witch with a scrambled brain, but think of all the normal people out there. The homeless, the hard jobless, depressed and suicidal.
To be absolved is to be free of the burdens of life. No obligation, no debts, no politics, nothing but the embrace of a loving community.
And you know, anyone adamant was saving a vigil would change the tune after a brief swallowing. You. What? If they've done something to my eyes, my only option is to talk my way out of this and get help. Oh, come on, Charlotte. Anyone with reservation would quickly change their tune once they've been part of the community. I mean, we'll be blanketing the entire world with a euphoric mass, so the only other options would be starving to death. What monsters, Charlotte? I beg to differ. You can't just force people to join you guys.
Because...
Because it's wrong. It doesn't matter how lovely it is outside your community. It doesn't matter how terrible it is on the outside. People have to be free and to make their own choice and think their own ways. And if their choice are asshole, dealing with assholiness brings the groovier people closer together and pushes the assholes further away. It always does. But just robbing everybody of individuality and absorbing everyone just takes away the promise of the future. Forcing everyone to be as good as they are today prevents them from potentially being better for tomorrow. It's mean. And absorbing assholes doesn't make them suddenly better, it just makes you an asshole. So rather than ushering in a new age of human unity, you saying we should just keep this incredible feeling to ourselves? I mean, yeah, wouldn't that be better? Not to have strangers swimming inside you or whatever? Yeah, not happening. This is the next stage of human evolution, Charlotte. It might be rough on the first few years, what with the slow and deliberate consuming all of mankind, but it'll be worth it once everyone's a part of us. Trust us, Charlotte. It's what is best for humanity.
The girl has a point. Negative emotions could perpetuate across the network. It will be our best interest to exclude toxicity from the community.
Said every fandom ever. Shun the assholes and let groovy people in? It sounds familiar.
Exclude ourselves. Let those who wish to seek us out join our community.
Hey, now there's an idea. How about this, Charlotte? You and other people know that the universe is now a gateway to a living heaven. Let's get the rumors started. Let anyone who wants to shed these responsibilities of life can come down here and, decide for themselves if they want to show us. So you'll just stay here? Not burst out and swallow the whole world? Nah, you're right. If we force the world to conform to our standards, we're only gonna get more and more toxic. And if we're going to save the world, we can't become the douchebag we're trying to save it from. Considering they've been spending, a couple bazillion years together, this was kind of easy to convince. Too easy. Is this a dream? Yeah, exactly. Because I'm thinking it's a dream. But I don't know anymore. Besides, as word gets out and the heaven's real and hidden out in the basement of Miskatonic, people will flock to be absorbed in. Anyway, we will swallow the world. I'll be a slightly slower pace, though redeems toxic could be left outside, alone, until they adjust their behavior. Yeah, sure, as long as you're not forcing folks. Wait, where do you say we are?
Under the university, the in-house sanitarium.
Huh. Guess that's better than renting, huh? So I'll come visit sometime, I guess?
You know you will join us one day, Charlotte.
Yeah, probably not. Bye, guys. everyone's really gone. Oh, hey, Charlotte. Annie? Nice outfit, love. You look like a severed bullocks. You didn't get absorbed into the monster? What monster? The monster the rest of the staff turned into? The thing in the basement that you called the next stage in human evolution? The vast network community of like-minded individuals that want to absorb the whole entire world into the master as some terrible act of philanthropy? The thing that was worth experimenting on me for? The thing my friends betrayed me to become? You know, that thing? No, they only really tell me the lunch menu for the day. So you turned the staff into monsters? Can I see? Just one big monster, and I don't think I want to ever go back downstairs. I don't know what to do. Oh, okay, sweets. Well, is it dangerous? Are they in pain? Do you need my help with something? Well, no. They seemed super into it, actually. And they told me they were not gonna, break out and absorb everyone on Earth. They let me go. So I guess they weren't lying. And how about you take a minute to breathe and come rest your weary noggin? Yeah, you're right. Aw. Barely knew anything about anyone. Tell me about yourself. Well, I was born in London. I moved out in the west of the country because Dad wanted to be a farmer. He was an accountant. My mum looked after me and my brother. Turns out the only thing that could grow was carrots. So me and my brother would spend all day up at the market selling carrots for, real food. When I brought home my first girlfriend, my dad was so psyched I was into girls. Every father's dream. He taught every carrot in the garden. Made the whole family this giant stew, this bright orange sludge. Best thing I ever ate. And the cannibals started spreading from London. Feral folks started showing up. We all joined in, of course. Suddenly people don't want carrots anymore. Don't know why. They went great with man steak. One day some American bloke put a notice up on the town Bullenborn, promising money for test subject to come to Massachusetts. Massachusetts. Why is that? Massachusetts. I just wanted to collect my earnings and go home. But my brother's such a big fucker they went and hired him as a monster hunter. What's a feral folk? People just ate too much people. They're the normal lads that sort of just enjoy the chaos, go to the pub, cheese and onion strips, shag the landlord's boy, quick murder and the slug home, barbecue tomorrow with a weather's good with it. And then the ferals say bugger the pub, just go perch outside and wait for the first doozy sod who wanders in the piss and tear them to pieces. Know what I mean? Cannibal apocalypse and there's still pubs. How else he gonna enjoy it? So what are the requirements to become a witchy poo? Am I allowed in? Well, you need to be a brainwashed into thinking that the world is fundamentally broken, and the unicorn are the only people who can fix it. And chicken soup. Chicken soup? You spend all night out in the rain dancing in the necky. You're gonna want a lot of chicken soup. If you can come up with a unique recipe, you're in. Huh. Toes. Huh? Chicken soup and toes soup. Suck the toe meat off the chicken wing. Up like chicken wings, like hum num num. That is yeah, that's definitely a unique recipe. Maybe I've been there for your complimentary artificial sense of belonging, frostbitten ass. Now you save the day, I'm gonna go back to your coven, kiss some frogs. That's princesses, and I wouldn't call merging the entire university into a giant tentacle monster with my eyes saving the day. Well, all that heavy stuff they just by saying it's for the greater good and whatnot, I'll call putting a stop to that saving the day. Just lucky I talked them out of busting out the university and absorbing everyone. They only stop out of self-interest, keeping that out toxicity or whatever. If they get an idea that will all be worth it, the whole planet's in danger. And you could just use all balls on them again, right? Zap them into mush. That's the weird thing. My eyes don't work anymore. Try to zap them and nothing. Guess I'm normal now. You know, my whole life I've been surrounded by people who I thought were like me. I like going to school with the other mutant kids. I like my code. I thought we were going to save the world. And when they told me to go to work for the biggest cult university in America, I was excited. This place is super cool. And I thought it was just full of more folks like me. Folks that wanted to help people, but that's all fucked up. Even the people whose ideals I agree with. How all these malicious agendas inside them. It sucks. So I'm done with people. I'm gonna just get away from civilization. Ah, the mad hermit method. I like it. You can go borrow some of my hair. Make him nice beard. Actually, I was thinking, like, do you remember that thing about going to England and the shotgun and the umbrella stand and the pea green oven and the polka dot dress? Because that sounds, you know, kind of cool. I can get a dress. I can get a dress at all, but really? Would I, like, fit in there? Fitting over there? Well, no, you're a Yank. Yeah, we'd need to fix your accent. Say blimey. Blimey. Terrible. But I still gotta figure out what to do with these monsters in the basement. First, you gotta pack your stuff and get out of the straitjacket, me lovey. Yeah, I guess you're right. I can't believe we're doing this. I'm kind of like nervous, you know? I've never been outside of New England. And now I'm gonna go into old England. Bloody bugger. Bloody ass bugger biscuits. Am I doing it? Well, you got the topics down. Aren't you gonna get ready too? Well, let's see. Shirt. Yep, I'm ready. You're also wearing shorts. How would you know? Well, we're probably gonna need some cash dollars at some point. Boat tickets, lunches, stuff like that. Plus, if I'm gonna be Charlotte the Strange human girl, I'm gonna need some non-witchy stuff. Jeans and whatnot. I'll snag a two-tay chick from the way out. It's not like anyone else need them. Don't remind me. I need a brain scrub from what happened in the basement. Hopefully being a million miles away will help. Yeah, you said we're super ain't it? Plus you got a saving world and all the bullocks. Guilt-free transaction in my book. Yeah, I guess. You know, if we're gonna go on sick marriage surrenders, we're probably gonna say something nice about each other, at least once. Come on, you have to have something. What's a nicer word for succulent? Okay, so we'll put that on hold. Day 3 without morning announcements. I'm frightened, Charlie. I'm frightened, all right. We were big fish in a small pond back in Tuscan, sure, but we were happy. We had milkshakes, we had the crick, we had Dame on each arm, and chains on the moving pictures every night. Dang it, Charlie. Now we're here, New York, Gotham City, and hope you're happy. I've been shot, Charlie. I've been shot, and it hurts the worst in my heart. I miss Tuscan, Charlie. I miss home. Don't you dare wash my blood off your hands. What the hell was that, Mindy? Oh, for fucking course, the lunatic with the microphone's still alive. We'll probably go tell her she's out of the job, me lovey. She won't figure it out until a couple of weeks after her wage packet don't arrive. Oh, what a shame that would be. So let me get this straight. You were hired as a security guard a week ago. Within that week, you managed to flagrantly disobey security protocol by entering a classified primordial ooze extraction facility without the proper clearance, steal the valuable possession of a Miskatonic off-site employee, stop the transport of an invaluable supplies and equipment to the plateau of Lang by dismantling a portal production in Dunwich, destroy the most prestigious occult science school in North America, and convert the entire faculty and student body of said establishment into a mutated abomination of touch and tentacles, hosted by your best friend. And rather than solve any of these problems, you're taking a half-feral cockney cannibal who you met when she professed to wanting to eat the lower half of your body on a romantic vacation to elope in a country overrun by some romantic man-eaters. Hello, Annie. Hello, Mindy. Now, wait a heckin' minute! First of all, the only reason they hired me was to use my eyeballs for their creepy bullshit. Secondly, the primordial ooze extraction whatever was torturing kidnapped locals with fear experiments and cutting their brains out to suck the goo out with giant syringes. Thirdly, the Dunwich portals were created by keeping Liz's twin brother in a vat of primordial ooze, keeping him trapped in agony, so I let him out. The monster in the basement, which by the way is a fucking fucking sanitarium for performing experiments on nutty folks was the result of them using my ooze warping eyeballs, and it worked just the way they wanted to. And I only took that dead Randy stuff because the deep one it all belonged to finally escaped that horrible place. And even more, in my defense, everyone really seemed to enjoy being a big gross monster. Like, really a lot. Gasmic fun times from what I saw. And if it's only consolation, if I took a chunk of her, I'd probably get dysentery. That dress is 12 seconds old. Whoa. Be that as it may, I know I found myself at quite a cushy number, and might have heard that I recently acquired tenure. Yeah, you're screaming into my brain every morning over the tenor. Over the tenor give me an inkling. Congratulations, by the way. I've spent my years examining every single thing that occurs on this campus. Every experiment, every spell, every invention, every miracle. Portal trains on Lang prepare for Denwich on Thursdays. The morgue is emptied on Fridays. Building materials for engineering department explosion arrive on the 3rd. Corrupted lab codes are incinerated every second Wednesday. Outpost radio check-ins is from 6 to 7. Teams to investigate missing check-ins leave the next day. The Bursar heads for the bank on the 28th. Thursday is taco night. It was your bum. Succulent. I mean your bum. Is this the time? Like a pork chop. You wanna know how we say your ass is like Sunday dinner in American? You look nice. Well, you look like a coiled up shit. You just happen to have a succulent bum. Don't make me laugh. I'm getting scolded at. Jeez. Shut up. Well, if you're so damn it to know how the university runs, why don't you run it? You'd probably be good at it, being a complete cow and whatnot. Because the university requires staff. And where is our staff currently, Charlotte Strange? We would not like to know this. Who we? Oh. And that's where we are today. An exciting story, full of twists and turns, friendship forged and broken, secrets uncovered, dark plans thwarted, and lessons learned. Aww.
Okay. So why are you telling us this?
Well, with most of the faculty congealed into a massive meld, out of the rest of us, you're the most senior and highest ranking member. So you're in charge of Miskatonic. If you want to be, I mean. Since you are Billy interdimensional connected to Yosadot, we'll all have all the knowledge of the known universe at our disposal. Which means no more invasive experiments on innocent members of the public, no more monster autopsies, no more promoted ooze collecting or portal working, no more evil stuff for the greater good. We can start making real leaps in occult science and the technology with you guys at the helm.
Massive dick ass opening. Will someone make us grenade cheese?
Yeah, as many as you like.
Okay, let's get started.
God damn it, these two are adorable. Wait, that's really the ending? That was the ending. Huh. I mean, I knew the game was short, but... I say game, it was... Huh. I hope there's gonna be a sequel. These are interesting characters. I kinda wanna know what, happens to the whole living heaven thing and those two cuties leading the Miskatonic and... Are these all backers? Yeah, they're all... Wow. I wonder how many of them designed, like, the characters. Because I think that was a thing you can do in the Kickstarter. Jesus criminy. Some guy. Well, some guy, you helped make an interesting little novel. Also feels like some parts were like cut out, like I don't know. I would love to see what that's like. Lith, that teacher guy with the syringe, like he injected with that, and then all this shit happened. Huh? If the just as I thought.
Ah, there you are. We were under the impression you were showing us.
I was under the impression you would join the world.
We thought better of it. A selection process is the bodies to keep toxic elements out of the community. Child will then find the world that we are in heaven, and those wanting to join us must be worthy.
Yes, I'm entirely sure you will. Or perhaps she'll leave you down here and run off with her sharp-toothed gorilla companion. What? Why would she do that? Possibly because she sees you in a repugnant mass of flesh, with the sort of ideals one would lock in a basement. Possibly.
We are heaven to deny the world of us. We to deny an eternity of bliss for all mankind. She would bear the greatest crime against humanity in history on her shoulders.
It seems like she's fine with that.
Then you, Thurs, must make the dungeons release us.
Oh, I have no power over them. They listen to the little one, and the little ones listen to the girl. But I have an idea of my own. We don't need your ideas, Thirst. Just get us out and tell the world that we're here. A selection process will do the rest. Ah yes, I assume you will be personally screening every single person on Earth to determine any personality flaws? All 2 billion of them? Oh. Right. Fine, what's your plan? In lieu of spreading heaven across the world, the ambassador will travel from city to city, creating individual communities of flesh. These can be observed as your little selection process demands. Those found to be amicable can be absorbed as single entities, whereas those found to be toxic can be left to rot. Doesn't that sound like fun? In theory, that would work, but I refuse to be separated from heaven. And even if I accepted to remove myself and create individual communities would require childless eyes, which we don't have. No, you don't. Would you like them? Wait, did she... Wait. Did he take... Ah, at last, how do you feel? Ew. Debilitating, eye-watering bliss, Thirst. An emotional matrimony of contentment and peace that isn't satisfying as it is exhilarating. I'm still connected, Thirst. I refuse to leave heaven. I just wonder if this is going to work. That is the strange things about humans. Like-minded individuals always converge to share their common interest. Only attempt to outdo each other's knowledge or passion for any given subject, which leads to mild thus becoming extreme righteous causes in the sense of elitism and hostility towards outsiders. What are the hells of religion or the foul rings of politics if not sensible ideas rotting in the convergence of human minds? Have you heard of European talk about their football? Trust me, your humans are incredibly predictable. You will jump at the chance of being connected into a vast neural community. The only thing to fear is that you find a way to ruin it. Are you ready to go? Huh. Hold on. There's a lot to... Where to? Is it now the ending? That was it. Okay, cool. that must give way to a possible sequel, right? Man, I want to see a sequel. I would totally do that. Man, I'd kickstart that. Hopefully, maybe sometime in the future. Anyway, that was the Miskatonic. A messed up, interesting little number. I love it. I love this creepy shit. Creepy cultist shit. And there's not a lot of that. This type of creepiness. Without it being a horrible, horrible horror game. Anyway, if you like this little gameplay let's read, show it by liking the video. And hell, maybe even subscribe, see what I got in the future, you know? Who the hell knows where this channel is going? And of course, tell your friends if you know somebody who might like this for some reason. But for now, I'm Kim, the MadTinkerer, and this has been the Miskatonic. Have a good one, everybody.